consumers, as Americans, we keep responding to what we're called. Forget it. We have an emergency. That's what it comes down to. How do we shout emergency? How do we shout emergency? How do we hear emergency? So that we run out of our houses into public space and start, what do I have to do? That's the first thing. It's not what's legal, it's what do I have to do? I want to save my life and I want to save the life of my children. How do we get into that headspace? Consumerism, which has been ruling us for decades and decades, has deleted that emotion in us. We don't have it. We don't have it. And some of us are starting to do it now. And we need to be honored. The people that are doing it need to be honored, because it's how all of us will resituate our emotions and become, as individuals one by one, as families one by one, as neighborhoods one by one, we will start what must be an uprising. There's no other way to put it. It must be a revolution. It must be an uprising. It must be a tearing down and overwhelming. We must be the earth. We must be the ocean. We must be the freak storm. We must do that. Everyone in this room will be called upon to do something utterly counterintuitive, and some of us will die. We haven't had change ever in this country without some of us sacrificing our lives. We have to do that now. Haven't done it in decades. Not really since the early 80s, since gender rights. Haven't really assumed that level of risk where you say, no, I am here. I give it up. I'm sacrificing. Do what you have to do. Go in. The Occupy Wall Street movement was the kind of first foot that came down. It got snuffed and criminalized quickly, especially right here in Oakland. But it was a signal to us. What were we doing there? We were simply living in public. We were simply living healthy lives in public. Oh, the library's over there. People are teaching over there. We're cooking over there. We were simply not corporatized. We were simply out. We were like internal Burning Man. We were like inside the cities, free of the corporations. They freaked out. I was in Zuccotti Park. We were singing. We were surrounded by cops. J.P. Morgan Chase gave the NYPD $5 million as Occupy Wall Street began. They were working for the banks. No, be a golden toad. Be a honeybee. Go into the banks. Go into the hedge funds. Follow these people around. Swarm those executives. Go into their restaurants. We have 750 bees. 750 these 5-inch long bees that Socrates created with the choir. We're going to wrap ourselves in the next weeks and months in kind of mesh, and we're going to hang these bees, pin them to the mesh, and then wear neutral clothing underneath like puppeteers, like from the No plays, you know. We're going to be like a cloud. We're going to be like a cloud of honeybees. We're going to go into the big Chase banks, the big B of A banks, the big Citigroup banks, Blackstone, the big, incredible hedge funds. They have more money than governments at this point. They are unchecked, unlegislated, unregulated. No one knows what they're doing. They're financing fossil fuel every day. Every day. Killing us as fast as they can. They don't know. They don't care. They don't get it. No one is talking to them. They're not in conversation. They have to be in conversation with people who are free of all the labels. All of the labels. We have to go up to them. We have to stop them on the street. It's weird now. It's the weird time. It's the strange time. And let me tell you something. As far as I can tell, every social movement that gave us the freedom that we're enjoying right now here in Andy and Tom's house, this freedom was given to us by social movements where people felt really strange at the beginning. They were doing something that was absolutely new. It was like a new art form. They were doing something and they didn't have a roadmap. They were letting go of all the labels. They were just being pure life. They were just being a pure human being, or just a pure animal, just a pure life, just a pure plant. They were like doing something outside of what they ever expected themselves to do. Can we do that? Yep. Can we do that? Yep. Somebody give me an Earth Hallelujah here today. Somebody give me an Earth Hallelujah here today. Earth Hallelujah! Earth Hallelujah! Earth Hallelujah! Amen. Amen. Hallelujah. Let's join hands. Join hands. Everybody, let's join hands here. What are we? We're just a group of people in this beautiful home here, gathering together for one reason or another tonight. And we called out to the force of life on earth. We have earth in us. And we're made of nothing but the earth. We're starting to feel a responsibility to what we are. And may we find a way to help each other be radical, to free ourselves from these prejudices, these labels, this lassitude, this passivity, this consumerism. Help each other to be radicals, challenge each other to be foolish, outside the box, way outside the box, amen. Please, earth, your freak storms, your fire and drought, diseases, the things that you're doing right now, accelerating around the world, we notice it, we fear, we feel it, and it's a message to us. Help us to translate what you're telling us so that we can not presume to save the world, but live in a duet with you. Take your assignments. Let the earth save us. Amen. Amen. Earth-alleluia, everybody.
Hey.
I have to say, holding your head is like an electric fence.
Yeah. That's a birth.